Alright, so if you guys are aware, 1 year ago today, Maneater Truth Quest came out on PC, PS4, and Xbox. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of me playing Maneater, you will know that this is my favorite game ever made. Hands down. This will forever be my favorite video game ever made. And also, before we get into what I want to get into about this video, I'm going to be talking this entire video. There's nothing really I'm going to be doing in this video in Maneater. I'm not 100%ing it because if you look at what I've done in Maneater, if the menu loads, you'll see here that I have completely 100%ed the game. Everything is done. And I'm in the after party. And such like that. So, and I've killed Moloch. God, that was such a fun boss fight. But right now, I'm just going to swim around and I'm going to be talking about why I love this game so much. Other things, miscellaneous stuff like life updates, stuff about the YouTube channel, and gushing about the game. So without further delay, let's just get into it. So first off, I've discovered some things about Maneater itself. Two things mainly. I'm gonna alt-tab and turn my music down a little bit here that I have going in the background. Okay. So, number one about what I've found out. Number one, I found out that if you are on PC, I don't know if this works for console users, but you can turn off the HUD in Maneater. Now, you're probably, if you don't know what a HUD is, you're probably asking, well, what's a HUD? It's your heads-up display in a video game. So, on the bottom left, you see how I have my ability, my radar, which I can press R for, and I can ping everything around me to see where everything is. And then I can go C to go underwater, and then space to re-submerge up. That is what your HUD is, and your health and stuff like that, that's your HUD, along with the compass on the top of the screen that you might see there. But if you're on PC, and if you press Alt and Z at the same time, your HUD will go away, which is how I'm going to be playing Maneater for the rest of this video. So, I figured that was pretty neat. And another thing I found is with NVIDIA, if you have NVIDIA GeForce or whatever it's called on your PC, you could press Alt and F2 and watch. This is like one of the biggest things I've ever discovered in Maneater for the time being. I think this is the last big discovery, but this will pop up, Ansel. And if I press Inspect, that will go away. But I can move my camera freely around the shark. So essentially, I have a free cam to where I can look at the shark freely from being borderless cameraed. So this is what the shark looks like up close. And you can look all around her, you can look under, you can look like above here if you wanted a bird's eye view of her from like above the water, which would be cool. That's going to be good for cinematic shots, such like that. But, and you can even do like short panned, like moving graphical stuff, which I'm going to be using for cinematics as well. But there's some things about Ansel that are very, very interesting. So for one, if I bring back up this little bar here, you could turn the bloom way up, or you could turn it all the way down, and it gives you this more gritty effect. And then you could do that, and I can tick actually a high quality button. I can flick that on, but I'm not going to do that because it takes forever to apply on my PC, and I also need to get better setups for that. But then, if I press this snap button, for instance, if I go above the water, and if I do this, and if I press snap, it'll say, boom, up there, blah, 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 saved to a certain file on my PC. And actually, I'll just use that image as the thumbnail for this video. But that will save it into a folder where you can manage all of your screenshots that you take in Maneater from that device, Ansel. So that's pretty cool that I found out. But so let's go back to Port Clovis, and we'll talk about the eventual lead up to Maneater Truth Quest before coming back in the end and wreaking havoc as the full-grown shark. So Maneater Truth Quest eventually began. How they did it was on their Twitter. On Maneater's Twitter, which they have, they teased, and the Twitter account that they owned started to act up, and it actually was found out that Trip Westhaven, the man or the person who narrates over your game in Maneater, who narrates over the story, who's voiced by Chris Parnell from Saturday Night Live and Rick and Morty. He was the host of the Maneater TV show, and the show got canceled because the government found out that they were actually broadcasting actual death and violence, and it wasn't like over the top. So the showrunners decided to cancel Maneater, Bounty Hunters versus Maneaters, I think the show was called. Or maybe it was just called Maneaters. I heard Bounty Hunters and Maneaters from another Maneater video a while ago. But, so Trip Westhaven started broadcasting online on the internet. So, like, if you think of like an internet podcast, like, I don't know, for like an example, Alex Jones, if he watched a shark and stuff like that. But think of it as a podcast or a weekly online TV show about this giant shark. So that way, the people who controlled the systems and the government who closed down the show could cancel it anymore. Like, there would be no restrictions, and he could broadcast online, and nobody of what he's doing is maybe real, because again, we all know how insane Trip Westhaven becomes during Truth Quest, talking about all these conspiracy theories and such like that. So he tweets on their Twitter a bunch of teasers. The reveal trailer gets dropped, and then a bunch of other trailers get dropped as well, and stuff like that, like about the NWO and about Plover Island, or Site P as they call it, which was, Plover was believed to be a naval base out in the open ocean, which was just run for a military program called the National Wildlife or Naval Wildlife Operations, which was a complete lie, because it turns out it was the New World Order. And then they launched the release date, which said it would come out today. 1 year ago today it came out. August 31st, 2021 is when Maneater Truth Quest released. I had just finished a month prior grade 11, and I was heading into grade 12, and now, as of recording this video, I am done grade 12. I've graduated high school, and I'm going into grade 12 again, but I'm taking another year to figure out what I want to do as a career with my life, which is one of those life update things that I was going to talk to you all about. We'll get into that a bit later. We'll get into the nitty-gritty later, but other things are that so they dropped the trailers, they dropped all the release info. like what we would get gameplay-wise, what to expect, the new evolution, the level cap, the new region to explore, and such. And then Truth Quest would drop, and I beat it in a single day. I actually remember that day pretty vividly. I remember I had to go to our Walmart in the town that I live in, because for some reason our Walmart has like an eye care center in it, and that's where I get my prescriptions for my glasses and such like that. So we went there, I came home, and then during the video I was eating lunch while playing Truth Quest, and then I played for 2 hours in the first video pretty much, and then I stopped for another like 3 to 4 hours. And then I recorded the very end of the game, and I had beaten it. Do I regret going through it as fast as I did? No, I don't. I really don't regret going as fast as I did through it. So, but then, after Truth Quest was over, after the release, Tripwire would just leave us with the DLC for a while. Until like a month ago, where they announced that there's going to be no more DLC for Maneater, which honestly still is really sad. And I'm gonna, honestly, if they make a second game, I don't know if the second game will even top this one. I hope that it does, and I hope we still play as a shark in the second game, but just this game alone, it's so stupid for me to gush over a game like this and such like that. But honestly, it is one of the most unique video games I've ever played. You play as a gigantic mutant bull shark, and it's an ultimate power fantasy type deal. You could just cause chaos and wreak havoc, and it's so much fun. And still, with Tripwire and what they've done with Maneater, they still have so much area to improve upon this game and just make it the best of what it could be and stuff like that. And even then, like, I have great memories from this game, like the developers commenting on my videos, interacting with people in the Discord about theorizing about what could happen. The developers talked or they interacted with me about my theories and such like that, and stuff like that. I said that twice. Anyway, yeah. What should I talk about next? I don't know. But this game is it is so awesome. I never get tired of playing through it. Playing through it is always so much fun, even if it sucks to grind to get to that big power fantasy or whatever. Even if it's a struggle, even if it, like, I'll be honest, like, with my Maneater right now, my shark, like, if you look, I have everything done. Everything is done. Every region is 100%ed. That one doesn't even look 100%ed, but it is. I've got the Gulf, I've got Caviar Key, Photic. Every region has been completed. Every single region. And it's just like, going from being this big, massive powerhouse of a shark to being a baby in a new campaign. Being so small and insignificant. It's really it's really interesting, especially since you're basically region locked with Photic Bayou, because if you go here to Photic Bayou, the only way out is through the Great Here, and through the Great Here, you need to be an adult or an elder to get through this one here that connects Photic to Crawfish Bay, and then you need to be a teenager to get through this one, which is interesting. But a little message for the devs now that my recapping of whatever happened is done. Again, thank you guys for such a fun and amazing game. Keep up the good work at Tripwire and stuff like that. And please, for the love of God, give us an announcement for the second game soon. I don't want to wait forever. Please don't wait until I'm out of 12B going into college. But yeah, this game is just, it is incredibly fun to play. I said incredible really weird there. But moving on to other stuff like life updates and such for the channel. Now that Maneater is over, basically, for now, we're just waiting on the announcement for the sequel. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm going into grade 12B, as I stated before. I have to look for colleges to apply to. I'm gonna be looking for work, and I'm gonna be more busy than probably I've ever been in a while, and stuff like that. But I'll still try to make videos. I'm gonna try and branch my content into different genres. Like, I want to do commentary stuff. I want to do reviews of movies and TV shows. And stuff like that. And how much I love this game. Like, I want to make more videos on it, more theory videos, like an established timeline video and stuff like that. And I want, with Maneater, what my main goal to be with this game is, and I know this seems impossible, but I want to be, if this game gets big enough, if the second game gets multiplayer and it becomes big enough to where it can have an entire bigger fan base than it's ever had before, I would love to be one of the main Maneater content creators. I would love to do that. I would be, number one, I'd be honored to do that. And number two, this game, I never get sick of. I can never get sick of this game because of how fun it is. And I just plan to do a whole lot of other things too. Like, I want to make a video counting down my favorite games of all time, because Ghost Runner is in there. Ghost Runner is another one of my favorite games that I've played. Maneater is one of them. Death Stranding, that is gonna sound like completely out of left field, but I love Death Stranding to death. Death Stranding, like, the story of that game I really enjoy. I think it's a really neat concept and stuff like that. But next video, considering that I need to wrap this video up, next video, I don't know when that will be. I'm still, right now, working on the script for the What Maneater 2 Needs video. That video is still being scripted. The script is about halfway complete, and then I need to edit it in post-processing. Well, no, I need to record the footage first of What Maneater 2 Needs, of me just playing the game, and then I need to edit it in post-processing and stuff like that, and then I need to upload the video and see what you guys think about it. But that's gonna be all from me. I know this won't be the final video I make on Maneater. It's not the last one. It's not gonna be, but is it going to be the last one for the first Maneater? I don't know. I think it might be, which is really sad. And I don't like saying that out loud. I don't like that idea. Because actually, just the other night, I ordered a Maneater Truth Quest hoodie in the mail, which is pretty cool. I bought one for $40 off of their merch store, Designed by Humans. This video isn't sponsored in any way by Designed by Humans or by Tripwire or Maneater, but please, for the love of God, if you want good, like, if you just need some cool articles of clothing, like, even Killing Floor 2, the Killing Floor 2 merch Tripwire has, it's cool. It's really cool what they have. They've got different designs of the shark and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure if I go to my log here, actually, if you look at Photic Bayou. Yeah, this one. See how it says greetings from Photic Bayou? That they put on a t-shirt. That's a design on a t-shirt. They've put so many different stuff on t-shirts, so they should honestly, if they make another merch line, like a final limited edition merch line, please, for the love of everything, Tripwire, put on the apexes. Like, put every apex on a single shirt or a hoodie with Moloch in the background overlooking them all and saying, like, the apex predators or something like that, or the ultimate life form, which would be pretty cool. Like, even that. The, what is that? That's one in between them, but the Shadow Orca and then the Plover Island landmarks, you get the atomic head for this one. NWO, uh-oh. Stuff like that. It's just, it's so good. Alright, I'm gonna quit gushing about this game before I increase the runtime anymore. But thank you guys for watching. Happy birthday, Maneater Truth Quest. One of the greatest, one of my most favorite DLCs for my favorite video game ever made. Thank you all for watching and supporting the Maneater series. I love that my most viewed video on my channel is a Maneater video. That's just, it's I want to make my most viewed videos ever just all Maneater videos. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support and everything else. Something insert outro here. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.